we got some black excellence in the building today. Representing Murfreesboro, Tennessee, man. We got the owners of Salad on Demand in the building. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Doing well.
How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. Hey, it's a great day when I get to sit down with some black business owners, man. I was really excited. I woke up early for this interview today.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, let's start off by both of you guys telling me the people your name.
My name is Dee Freeman.
I'm Tim Freeman.
All right. So, in case you don't know, if you're up in the Murfreesboro area, let them know the address of the location. If you're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, what's the address?
So when you're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, we are at 2137 Northwest Broad Street. And our hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Come on, stop in, see us sometime. We customize your salad and we make homemade dressing. Every single dressing we make in-house. All right, come on and see us. 2137 Northwest Broad Street.
Okay, now how long has Salad on Demand been in Murfreesboro?
We actually started migrating our delivery business here, and we opened to the public about 3 years ago, 2020.
Yes.
Okay, so that's right around the time I think I ran into you guys. And what was you guys doing before Salads on Demand?
I work for the city of Nashville, and my wife here, she was actually a hairstylist.
Oh.
I am certainly a licensed cosmetologist. I just re-entered the industry at the time, and I was rebuilding my clientele at the time that we began the business.
Okay. What sparked the idea? What sparked the idea to start originally?
Originally, we was actually planning to start a soul food restaurant. And during the time, I was actually coming off of a consecration and fast. And during that time, I had the craving for a salad. And so my wife here fixed one of the salads for us. And at that time, God had given to me, while getting ready to eat that salad, that this is what I wanted you to do.
Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because I wondered, I was like, in our community, healthy food is usually not pushed. So I always admired that about you guys, but I was wondering that. My next question is, how long did it take for it to go from an idea to a full-blown business?
I feel like it was instantly. It didn't take time at all, because the day that God spoke that, like he said, we were coming off of consecration. And after that time of fasting and seeking God, we actually were not even thinking about business, about food at all for business. So when God spoke that, Tim put that on Facebook and put my hair number on there. And once he put my hair number on there in 2017, it was in April 2017, my phone started ringing within 15 minutes, people looking for salad. So it was very suddenly, it was very instantaneously, just as Tim obeyed what God has spoken, and it's gotten us this far. So very instantaneously, not long at all.
So I heard you say something about delivery. So was you delivering, or you guys delivering salads first, and then you guys got the building on Broad later? Is that how that went? Or?
Yes, that is sort of correct. Originally, we did start from home, and when we put it on Facebook originally, people started just ordering. Probably within the first 30 minutes, we probably had more than 25, 30 orders with people wanting salads. Probably after doing that for maybe a year or so, we then merged in with a joined kitchen with someone else, and it was commercial. and they did not want us to disclose the location for various reasons. And after that, the Lord had given us this building. Actually, we were coming back from another engagement from church, and we saw the sign, and the Lord had given to me to call them. And I called them, and everything worked out, and we're here today. And now we've been here now going on 3 years.
Yeah, that's a lovely story. That's a lovely story. I think what you guys just described show like how taking action quickly helps, and it also showed you how you was able to be mobile, and when one thing didn't work, was able to find something else, let the Lord lead you to something else. But okay, we're going on. So when I first came here, one of the first things I noticed when I first came to Salad on Demand was this was a real family business. Like, I see you guys, I see your kids working. How important is family to you guys?
Family is major to me. Family that loves and supports each other is major. You know, we want to create an atmosphere and environment where we're constantly edifying each other, not tearing each other down, because there's plenty of that in the world, and you'll get that when you go out. But family to me should be very strong, very connected, and just loving. You know, it's important for us to remember we all we got. And as long as we're there for each other, then we'll always feel support. We'll always draw strength from each other and continue to encourage and push one another.
And so, with working with family, I'm sure there are some differences. Is it hard to separate like the business side from the personal side? Like, you married one of your kids because you clearly like, how is that balance? I was wondering.
I think that is the normal for, I guess, any family, as far as, especially when it's parents versus children. Sometimes you're not going to agree with everything that they do, and sometimes they're not going to agree with everything that you do, and sometimes it can be difficult in separating personal life versus business life. A lot of times you have to program your mind to be able to know when to cut off and say, okay, now we're in business setting versus now we're in home and family setting.
Yeah. Now, you guys mentioned you started at home, right? And then you went into, would you consider like a ghost kitchen type environment? And then
I would say yes.
Yeah, went to a ghost kitchen environment, and then you end up getting this building. Now, when we hear about black businesses, period, with just in general, businesses in general, people starting up, funding is always a problem. So, did you guys just save up, or how were you able to come up with the money? Because taking on a building is a huge responsibility.
We really didn't have any funding to start the business. This was really just a God-given idea. We didn't have much funds, but when we started the business, we actually started out and leaped out on faith and believing God that He was going to provide. As a result of us leaping out in the beginning and the orders start coming in, we were able to start collecting money and putting up some money. Of course, we know we have the general expenses of the business, but we began to put up some of the money, and it prepared us for being able to have money for going into a location. And even when we went into the location, we were not fully funded with everything as far as money-wise, but God allowed people to be able to, I guess He touched the hearts of people. And then they, in turn, we had favor with them to where they were able to, hey, we're going to work with you. We're going to do what we can to help you to make this happen. Even with people that didn't even know our business, they, after speaking with them, they will say, hey, we believe in your business. We know that this will work, and we want to help in whatever way that we can. And so God began to deal through people and opening up doors through other people and giving us favor with them to be able to get to where we are now.
And that's amazing. That's really amazing. Because funding is, like I said, you always a problem. You guys are saying you deal with that, any loans, whatever, just God. So that's actually ties into my next question. I come in here all the time. I hear the gospel music and stuff like this. So I know you guys are believers. How do you put God first in a business? Because usually business is about profit, and you hear people say that you can't be ethical and run a successful business. So how do you guys do that?
Well, for us, because this business was birthed by God and because ministry is what we do, it really is not, God is non-negotiable. God is not optional in this business. The way that we keep him first and at the center and at the end is, quite simply, to me, is part of us praying in and out. Coming in, starting the day with prayer in the building, praying over the building, the atmosphere, the grounds, and even asking God to bless the food and praying for the people that he will have to send. But as my husband being the leader and God giving him to be the visionary for this business, him seeking God and God ordering his steps for what we are to do in this business and how we will go forward. And that's really, to me, how we keep God first in this business. What would you say?
The Bible says to, in all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct our path. One of the most important things I believe in doing, and that is in everything, we must keep God first. If we didn't have God, we would have no guidance. So in guiding this business, I believe in firsthand that it comes from God in receiving guidance in how to do things and in what to do and when to do it. So I would say that keeping God is one of the most important things that we could do. And then I also wanted to develop an environment here at Salads on Demand where people can also come here as a place of refuge, a place for being able to just come and have an experience with God through listening to the music. And even if they need prayer, we also are available for prayer and to offer prayer to anybody who desires prayer.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. Now, just like life in business, you're gonna run into obstacles. Can you guys expound on some of your biggest obstacles and how were you able to get past those obstacles as a business owner?
We have had some obstacles to come. I mean, that's just life. But one of the most important things is to being able to handle them, not getting worked up about them, but learning how to handle them with patience and just basically taking your time, working through it, and doing what is necessary to, get back on top of whatever you're dealing with.
I would say for me, some of the biggest obstacles, I know you mentioned us being kind of newer when we were talking about our time. I think as a beginner, some of the biggest obstacles when you look back are really minor. So for beginners that are watching or listening, I would say some things as small as social media. getting your website, developing your logo, your brand, things like that, when you are just starting out, tend to be big obstacles. Once you get it done and you go on, God blesses you to grow and to move forward in business, you see that those are not really too big at all. Coming into the building, you know, you need funding to do that, or you need money if you're doing a food business, or even in the cosmetology industry or barber. We need money for these things, but those things are challenges. However, they are not challenges that come to destroy you. They are something that you can get over, and you know, you grow past that. So you just keep on, you always look for a way, but how you overcome is that you seek God, give it all to God, acknowledge Him, and the word says He shall direct your path. So that's a promise. You acknowledge Him and He shall direct your path, and you can overcome whatever obstacle comes your way.